Yo, 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 we live, we live, we live. Yes. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Ooh, ooh. Mm. Mm. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna play that headshot only map, man. Bro, the server is so. Not gonna lie, like I was playing, I was warming up before the stream, like for like an hour, and the server has been so shit. I don't know if it is because I've been playing other games. Like, actually, should I play the other game? I played Avatar the game. I played Alien vs Predator. I played Assassin's Creed Unity, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So basically, I also played Lego Star Wars. I actually want to play that game. I wanna stream that game as well. I don't know if my computer can handle that because I'm like using max graphics, ultra everything, but it's just Lego. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Ooh, ooh. Bro, my aim is so bad. They're not playing, bro. Actually, did I just I spoke like too much shit about them last time, so uh, yeah. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Ooh, ooh. Bro, my hey, bro, like you guys think I'm slow? I actually pressed here. I actually pressed. You guys can listen to my audio. See, I'm pressing it 3 times just to do 2 edits. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. See, this time it worked. So the randomness throws me off. See, now I thought, okay, it will work. It didn't work. See, it didn't work there. I need to press twice. It didn't work there. I'm actually wondering, how did I not place a wall here? I was supposed to place this. What? Bro, the servers are so potato. 90 ping? Oh my god. That should be the best possible number over there. It should be around like 50s, or like even on the worst days it should be around 70s. Definitely not 90s. And it's not even because of I'm streaming. It was there from the beginning. I even restarted my router, bro. But I made a classic loot somewhere here, right? Wait, what? No way. Where did it go? Bro, it didn't save, bro. This is why my game's so weird. I made another item spawner here with everything. You know what? This is the last season I'm playing. This is definitely, like, no joke. This is the last season I'm playing. I won't be playing anymore. So I don't even care. This is the last battle pass, last season. Maybe if Fortnite lives in the future, in few more years, my son might use my account to play. Because I'm that old. I'm too much of a boomer at this point. So what is happening? Bro, I'm actually thinking, like, now that I've brought up that idea, like, imagine if, like, somehow Fortnite lives for another 10 years and my son, and like, even if it doesn't live, imagine, like, my son, after him growing up a little bit, like, not being a child and becoming like a kid, and at that point, like, there will be like lot more technology, lot more technological advancements, like laptops can be like as good as gaming PCs, and I don't even know what kind of games will exist. But like, imagine if somehow Fortnite lived through all of that, and my son was asking, yo, dad, I want to play Fortnite. Dad, I want to play Fortnite. Will you allow me to get a good PC and everything? And imagine if I reply, son, Can you 1v1 me? If you beat me, I buy you a PC. If you can't, then just shut the fuck up and just study. Now, actually, for that, he needs a monitor. He needs a gaming PC though, even for 1v1ing me. But I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna give you my computer. Actually, no. I'm gonna get you a computer that's too advanced, like whatever the refresh rate is available at that point. I'm gonna get you everything, top notch, top specs, everything. But only if you can beat me in a 1v1 with me being handicapped. I'm not even gonna use the best monitor or best setup at that point. If you can beat me, I will get you anything. I will let you use that. Otherwise, you're not allowed to use it. You're not allowed to play. Would that be good? Like, imagine like me, and imagine like, okay, Dad, how are you good at this game? Have you played this game before? And he asked me, and I was like, son, I'll show you my gaming streams. And imagine him seeing all of this, because in YouTube it doesn't get deleted. It stays forever. So, oh, bro, these are like documentaries. These are like documentaries to my future. That would be like crazy, man. I love Twitch. I love YouTube. Thank you. I hate Twitch because Twitch deletes everything unless you are verified. They don't care about. They don't fuck with the server. They don't want to have your videos in their server unless you're verified. So streaming on Twitch is not good unless you can highlight everything. That is important, and highlights are only limited. They can't be the entire stream. So that's why I switched to YouTube, man. YouTube streaming. YouTube streaming is actually the best. If you guys are not huge enough, just go YouTube. Always the best. Always, like, the easiest option is the best one. When Fortnite blew up back in the day, I thought like Twitch was blowing up because of YouTube. I mean, because of Fortnite. Twitch was there before Fortnite, but it wasn't commercially successful. It became commercially successful because of Fortnite, and it made the statement like any no-namer can become famous, can become a streamer, and everyone thought, okay, that is cool. Like that's why everyone switched to Twitch. Twitch was popping off, but I think it's the same thing when YouTube blew up, man. When YouTube blew up, everyone thought, okay, we can make this a career. Any no-namers, anyone with, you need nothing to become a good YouTuber. All you need is a good setup, and that's it. Not even a good setup, a good idea, that's it. When YouTube blew up. But eventually, it became overwhelming, and too many people, it happens to any platform, bro. Once it blows up, it goes like 2 power n. What do you call that? It blows up quickly, and the overwhelming response will eventually become like unusable for new players, because there will be so many people just like you for trying to become a YouTuber or any platformer, and the algorithm, the AI will not be enough to recommend your videos to anyone. So eventually you're stuck being a no-namer forever. It happens to any platform. Happens to any platform. That's the lag phase you have. You have this exciting idea of making YouTube a career, and eventually what it becomes, you start up with a good idea, maybe one or two videos that you made popped off, that you are actually surprised. It blew up. You use some of the trending content, which is like spoken a lot, and you use that to make your channel, make your video popular. It blew up, but then after that, none of your videos, none of your original videos are blowing up. You're stuck with, you have to either, if you want views, you have to make trending content that is not originally yours. You're like literally like you're like a journalist reading what's happening, or giving your opinions on what's going on. So eventually it becomes like that. And whenever you make an original content, it becomes it has no views because no one cares. The algorithm doesn't care. It gets no views. So that's when the lag phase starts. That's when you decide, are you gonna be making full-time trending content, just giving your opinions and reviewing something? Are you gonna do that, or are you gonna be actually grinding for views by making original content? Like for example, I have a YouTube channel, which is this one's like the channel. Oh, I'll be right back. One sec. Yeah. So what was I saying? I was saying that. So this channel, this channel was one of those. If you guys are new to this channel, you may see like 1,000 subscribers in this channel, but no one is watching my content. You may ask how. What happened to all of those subscribers? So the thing is, like, this channel, I initially started this channel with a different name, and what I did was I used one of the trending content that is blowing up locally, and I posted some videos of that content, and my channel blew up like in no time. In 2 days I got 1,000 subscribers. That was insane for a no-namer. For a no-namer, 1,000 subscribers in 2 days is insane. But what happened was, after that, the only problem that happened, bro, I could have actually made this a career. Like, the only problem that happened was my content, instead of me giving my opinion on the trending content, I posted the entire content, and it got copyright strike. So I had to remove all of that. I had to remove all of those videos, and eventually like make this. No, even though I removed all of those videos, I still had the subscribers. So I was like, okay, as long as it's there, we're good. But the thing is, like I changed my channel's name, and the YouTube algorithm thought this is a new channel. Even though it has 1,000 subscribers, I don't think it notifies any of them when I stream. It doesn't notify any of them. So it's actually 1,000 subscribed channel with a fresh, algorithm. Because so the point I was about to say was like I have another channel which is like my original channel where I post my own music, the music I made, my own stuff, not even like a remake of other songs, like the songs that I created myself. And guess what? The channel has no subscribers, like almost not, like 20 subscribers something. Like all of those are my family members. Most of them are my family members and my friends. Yeah, and and all of the original content gets no views. Like I've been posting for almost 7-8 years. That channel's been there, like posting not regularly, but like here and there, like every once in a few months I post content there, but it gets no views. I understand that. You have to post regularly. You have to post daily to get that views. So this is what I'm saying to anyone who is trying to become popular on YouTube. Just you have to beat the algorithm. Like, don't think like a commoner. Think like a scientist. If you want to become a YouTuber, think like a scientist. Like, for example, since I'm a medical student, like when you look at a patient, we don't see the patient as a how can I say, we do look at them as a human. That's like common sense, but like we look at them at what's happening to their body, like in a mechanical point of view, and try to beat that disease. See, understand? Like, if you get a disease, if you get a fever or common cold, the way your mom sees you compared to a doctor who sees you is going to be different, right? You get the difference. If that similarly, like a commoner who sees YouTube as a platform where people come and watch your content, and all you need to do is keep them exciting to get views, it's just a commoner's point of view. But if you want to become a YouTuber, you have to think mechanically. The way you have to think is like, all you have to do is beat the algorithm, YouTube algorithm, that sits there on top of the YouTube server and recommends videos to that region. Recommends, like, you go there, even like, have you guys thought, if you guys just signed in a new account and opened YouTube, you haven't subscribed to anyone, but you still see recommendations, right? And most of them are from popular channels. Not saying you will be on your thing will be on top of that. Definitely not. Especially with the growing popularity of YouTube, like the most probable like popular things in your area will be like either like some video songs, or some, pop music, something like that. And eventually, once you subscribe, you search for particular content and you subscribe to some channels, the algorithm thinks, okay, you like these areas, so now I'm gonna recommend you channels that you might like, right? Like that's how it works. That's how it works. So what I'm saying is, all you have to do is to beat that algorithm. You can't beat it. I mean, it's easier said than done, but like you have to make that algorithm think that your video is the most popular or among the most popular ones in your region. And the algorithm thinks that it's worth recommending your videos, and people click on it, and eventually your videos start, and if that content was good, it wasn't like a clickbait or bullshit. If that content actually had some entertainment in it, then yeah, you got some audience, you got a career. That's it. You don't have to do anything. And let me say something. There are certain things that people do to become popular, like like hiring an engineer. If you have like a little bit of money, like that, you can pay an engineer. What you can do is like hire him for a month or two and ask him to create a lot of YouTube accounts, or create a YouTube account bot where it creates a lot of random accounts and subscribes to your channel from that account, and you pay him money. You pay him money for a month or two, and until you have to do it for a couple of months. Like you can do that. You can do that. All of those accounts will be bought, but then you have to test it. Like you can't keep on doing that forever. What you have to do is like, because you can create 1,000,000 bot accounts, because all of them then will get disabled. You can create a few thousand, see how much it needs to become popular in your area, to beat the algorithm in your area. Algorithm, the only weakness with the algorithm is, even though YouTube algorithm is a singular thing, it is divided with every regions. So if you are from a particular region, all you have to do is beat the algorithm in that region, not the entire world. You don't have to be, because if you take the entire world, like if you just sign in to an account that has no location access, and you open the YouTube, you will see contents that are from Europe, US, and everywhere. You can't beat that. Impossible. All you have to do is to just become localized. So you hire an engineer to create those accounts every day, every hour, and then keep subscribing, or make an AI that basically does the exact same thing on its own. You can create a software that automatically does the things. It's not like creating fake accounts, but it's actually creating accounts, but with it's automated. You can create a software, and eventually don't spam it too much, because doing too much will alert the YouTube security. So do it like once every hour or something, and like, or maybe like 10 every hour. And what happens is like you will get a lot of subscribers, and once you did it for a couple of months, after doing it for a couple of months, you turn that off and see, and post a video and see if your videos are getting views or not, without the help of the bot. See, without the help of the bot, you just, because like subscribers doesn't matter. Subscriber, if none of the subscribers are alive, if they're all bots, then nobody's gonna watch it. So what you're gonna do is like create that, and once you become once you think, okay, my videos are getting views even without the help of the bot, then you got a career. All you have to do is just keep posting, and like keep listening to the community. You got a community. That's the thing. You created a community. And keep listening to the comments, and be nice, be polite, and do address their issues and what negatives they say that might improve your content, and eventually you just have to keep on posting, not let them go away. Just keep on posting. Just keep on posting regularly. You don't have to post every day, because if your audience is like, you have to be close with the community, bro. The community that chose you for that type of content likes you. So you have to open to your you have to be open with your community and address them here and there, and make them feel like they're actually part of the channel. And eventually, like, you openly just say what your thoughts are, and what kind of how regular are you gonna post content. And if you're open with them, it's completely fine. Since you have got a community, there's nothing more to do. It's already done. That's how you beat the algorithm. That's how you beat the algorithm. But it's easier said than done. It's easier said because there's a lot more thing to it, because IP address, and you create too much accounts from one IP address, it eventually, it's not gonna, all you have to do is just and moreover, you have to keep changing your locations of making the YouTube. There is one more thing that added to that. You start from a remote area where YouTube is not that much popular, and eventually you move to a much more popular area once you've got a community. Because like that is the strategy. If you start from a popular city, it'll be harder to beat the algorithm in that city. But if you start from a remote area, it's so much easier to beat the algorithm. And once you beat the algorithm, bro, what? Once you've beaten the algorithm, it's fine. You can move to any location, and now you got a bigger city, and the algorithm in that city will also recommend your content, and the algorithm from your older city also recommends your content. So you got twice the amount of people watching from your older city and the city you just moved to. So that is another thing. That is the reason why YouTube vloggers are always like, vlogging is a thing. You move to a new location, your content will be uh, like recommended in that location as well. Bro, I just wanna break all of this. Yo, if I break this stair, everything breaks. Bro, what? Look how much I built, man. It's all gone. Honestly, this is what I'm gonna do, my future plans. Once I become a doctor, I'm gonna actually set my family, like, I'm gonna earn until my, like, my near future is set. And once my, my near future and my family is set, I'm gonna actually earn money for a good setup that is like, for example, like if I'm doing vlogs, I need a good camera and travel thing. So I don't know. I don't know if I should become. I love to become a YouTuber, but like I can't edit stuff myself because I'm gonna be open. I have seizures. I'm epileptic, so and whenever I work a lot on music and even editing, I get seizures. And I'm not like I get, but like I'm increasing the risk. So I can't edit my videos. All I can do is like I can be the guy who acts, but I can't do the back behind, the back behind work, whatever. So I love to become an actor, to be fair. I love to actually. I don't know why chose being a. I want to become an actor, bro, because I can act. Not joke. Like, yeah, I'm not fit enough to become an actor. Like, I'm slim, but these you can dedicate yourself few months to become. I can become fit. I mean, I can become heavy in no time. That's how my BMI works. I control my BMI. Whenever I want, I can become slim and I can go back to becoming like heavy. That's classic for an actor because actors need that kind of body. Like they wanted to lose weight and gain weight in no time, so they are ready for that character. And my body fits that perfect scenario. Like man, I would have been a good actor. To be fair, I'm not saying I'm the best actor, but like I don't know how acting works. But once I find that out, I can do anything. That's my motive. Like I always say anything. If something is humanly possible, I can do it, and I can do it. I'm not saying I will do it, but I can do it. Because I consider myself the epitome of human evolution. Like I consider myself. It may sound crazy, but like I do consider. Like for example, gaming was never in my trait, but now I became the one of the good players of Fortnite. Fortnite, I used to be so dog shit. Like I even thought this game is not for me. I should just not play this anymore. And look at me now. Oh, just shitting on people. It's not just this, man. Everything, like in my life, I always consider I can do it. All I need is a bit more hard work, time, and dedication. Anything is possible. That's my motto. It's easier said than done because like even though that's my motto, I'm the most laziest guy in the entire world. I'm the meaning of being lazy. Like that's the biggest disadvantage of my like character. I'm actually so lazy that like making me work hard is actually impossibly insanely hard. So yeah, but like other than that, but I do believe if I'm like I do believe that once I put everything into that, I'm like already ahead of anyone. That's how I work, and I believe in it. I strongly believe in it. That is why I'm prone to seizures because I risk too much. I take too much risks in my life. Take too much risks. And I'm just gonna, you know what? Even if I become successful, I don't know what's gonna happen in my future. But even if I become successful in my future, I'm gonna bring up my son, just like me, man. Like I feel like if my son knows I'm successful, will he like think? My dad is a hard worker, right? He works super hard. Like he's the opposite of me. He works really hard, and that is why. And I am actually so lazy. So if I'm so lazy, my blood, which is going to be my son, will also has the possibility that he will be lazy just like me. And imagine I was lazy, considering my dad is a hard worker. Even with that being said, I was lazy. What if my son knows I am a successful human and that he doesn't have to do anything? That will make him too lazy. Like, he will be the most spoiled kid ever. So, you know what? I have this strong idea of bringing him up. I can let him grow up in like a guardians, with some guardians or something, because I am his dad. I have to. It's my responsibility to actually raise him. So, but I can't raise him as uh, I can raise him like a guy who was born with a silver spoon. No, I can't do that. I'm actually like I'm actually gonna. I'm actually thinking of how can I balance that. I want to bring him up while I being successful. I want to bring him up in a way that pushes himself to find his best self by working hard. Like, how can I do that? How? I haven't figured out. That's my biggest challenge yet, because like, come on, like, in few more years, even though I became successful or whatever, like, after few years my story will be past. It's all about what's he gonna do, right? And if I have everything that he doesn't have to do anything, it is literally spoiling him. So I can't do that. Please don't disconnect. Please don't disconnect, man. Please don't disconnect. Oh, I think the YouTube's gonna disconnect. My stream's gonna disconnect. Definitely. Bro, the servers are so bad. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, please don't disconnect, okay? Ah. So I'm just thinking of how can I do that? How can I ingest that? I have to be a bad dad though. I don't like. I can't be a bad dad to him. I have to be kind, polite, and love towards him, while also be ingesting the idea that you can't get everything from me. You have to get things done by yourself. Find find the best. I have to be that Oogway, Master Oogway man. How can I be that while also being a dad? That's. I'm not gonna do those all the cinematic stuff where like he hides that he is the richest. He's rich and he acts like a poor guy. That's practically impossible. Like that's practically impossible. I can't do that. What is the other way, man? What's the other way? Is there any way where I can um, bring my child up? Because I'm just actually okay. I love myself. I love myself. I believe in myself a lot. I have strong self confidence and a little bit like you can say it's overconfidence as well. I love myself. I believe in myself, but I do have some complaints to myself. The guy who trusts himself is the one who knows both of his own positives and negatives, right? So I know what my negatives are. My biggest negative is being lazy. lazy as fuck, like not joking. So I'm actually like concerned that if my kid would be lazier than me, that'll be too, like, I'm not even joking. If my kid is lazier than me, it's over. He will be the dumbest kid ever, and he'll be the most annoying kid because I hate kids like who act as if they're born with a silver spoon, you know? Even though it's gonna be my own child, I'm gonna hate him if he becomes that character. I just want him to be like the hard worker, the guy who works hard, and everything's are things are always looking like it's unachievable, but you have to put effort to get it. You know that kind of thing. It always looks a little bit too higher than what you can jump and get, but like eventually you get it after putting a lot of effort into that. I want him to be that kind of kid, but I don't know if he can be. I just I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I don't want to be the laziest. For me to inspire him. What inspired me is my dad. What inspired me is actually my dad. My dad inspired me because he's the hardest worker I've ever seen. Like I don't even know. Like is he human or a machine? I don't even know. Like how he does it. I'm not joking. The way he works hard, I'm not even joking. It's not possible. Like the one thing I said, right? I always believe I am the epitome of human evolution, and I always believe that I can do anything. The only thing that I always believe that I can't surpass is my dad. I can't surpass my dad. My dad is always better than me. I can't surpass him. Like I'm not joking. I'm not like being like too philosophical or like too emotional. But it's reality. Like if I say I can surpass him, I might think of what ways I will surpass him. For example, I will surpass him in like the knowledge, sheer knowledge, and that's acceptable because my mom is also a genius. My dad is also brilliant, and both of their knowledges combined into my body, I am obviously like better than my dad in that aspect. So I say yeah, I'm better than him in that way. But other than that, there's this difference, being actually smart versus hard worker. Like sheer genius, sheer brilliant versus being actually smart. Who's actually not that brilliant, but he's smart enough to survive whatever circumstance he comes up with. In that perspective, I'm weaker than him. My dad is smarter than me. He makes wiser decisions, smarter decisions in every perspective. Like my decision making is so bad. That is one of my biggest negatives is my decision making. Whenever you give me either or choice, I'm stuck with okay, what to choose. I don't know. Should I do that or should I do this? I can't argue myself or I can't convince myself to do one thing. And what you can say, okay, then if you are capable of doing both, then do it. But the problem is, a lot of the things in life you can't do both. You have to choose one. And even if I'm capable of doing both, doing once at one thing is better than both, like half cooked. Like doing both half cooked is never good. So what I'm saying is like I'm gonna surpass I will surpass my dad in sheer knowledge, definitely. But like I don't think I can surpass him when it comes to responsibility. How responsible my dad is. Like it's not even. I'm not joking. Like the everyday day to day activity when I see him, it just blows my mind. How he does things, and it just makes me so nervous. Like I'm gonna be a dad. I'm gonna. How am I gonna run? How like I can't even speak when I think about these. Like how am I gonna be how am I gonna be responsible like him? It's impossible. It's I don't know. I don't know how. Can't even think of it. I can't even think of it. Like usually when I like think of some unachievable like some weird work that when people say you're not capable of doing it, and I argue that I can do it, when I usually think of what is the way, how can I achieve that? How can I, you know, how can I win over that? And I always find a way that's doable for me. May not be the best way for everyone, but I always find a way that's best for me in any of that. When I think of weird things, like for example, I'm a doctor. If someone says you can't, um, well, you can't become a gamer, I find a way for myself or something. Like you can't be a musician or something. Like I make music, even though I'm a doctor. Like I find myself, it's not the most professional way. Like the way I make music is not the way that actual musicians make music. I make it in my own way, but it convinces me that I'm good enough. But when it comes to this responsibility thing, like how my dad is responsible, can I beat him or can I be better than him? Like I can't find a way. That's the thing. I can't. Literally, like every area when I look at it, I'm handicapped compared to him. He's like, I don't know. The only way I can see, like, where I can be responsible is actually being with him, like actually being with him and asking his help literally for everything. And I will. There's nothing wrong in it. I will ask for help. Like if like it doesn't matter. He's my dad, and he loves me more than anything in the world. So so yeah, asking for help to someone like that, someone like him, is the best thing that anyone can do. Yeah. Other than that, I don't see a way. So like I don't want my kid to be worse than me. Like I'm worse in being responsible, being mature. Like I'm not gonna be a good dad though. I'm gonna be like a good friend to my kid. I'll be like a friend to my kid, but I don't know how am I gonna be a dad figure to him. It always scares me. Like it scares me more than anything. Like I can't be a dad figure to him. My dad was a dad figure until my high school, until my college. Only after my college, he changed his perspective of me when he became a friend. So I'm actually thinking like for all these years, 20 years, right? 20 years, he was like a dad figure to me. And like not in a bad way. He wasn't like super dominant or anything. He balanced it perfectly. Like whenever like my mom scolds me or anything, like gets angry and tries to beat me, my first guy to go to guy was my dad. Usually that will not be the case because dads usually go with moms. They will scold you both unitedly, right? But like in my house, it wasn't like that. They do advise me whenever it comes to some improvements, like every time, all the time. They do scold me unitedly, um, advise me unitedly. Things happen every time, but whenever I feel like my mom's like cornering me, or like I'm getting cornered in my house. My dad gets the connection. He and we connect mentally, and he always stands by my side. Even though I am the villain, I might have caused the trouble, the entire trouble. He stands by my side every time. Every time things happen. Me and my sister, we fight a lot. We fought a lot during our childhood, and every time, like my sister is the perfect example of the good kid, and she never makes mistakes. Never. And I'm always the one who does, who's like, who has an ego on her. I'm always like, I have a grudge on her. Like I had, not now, but I used to have a grudge on her because like she always gets the perfect, the good girl thing from everyone, not just my dad and my mom, from my grandma, grandpa, my uncle, aunt, anyone who comes to my house just looks at her like the as if like the perfect, the good girl. And I hate, and me as like being the bad guy, I hate that. So I usually get in fight, do some silly stuff, and all of the time, my dad knows that I made the mistake, but he always stood by my side. He always stood by my side. The thing is, there is this. Okay, since I am a genius, I think I'm smart. I'm brilliant. I think too much. The problem that I'm thinking of as of right now is actually there are two ways that this could go. If I was that guy to my kid who stood by him, like if I stand by my kid every time, like I'm gonna do that. But even if let's say I have two kids, and one of them is right, and one of them did the bad thing, and I wanted he's expecting me to stand by his side. If I goes and stand by his side, will that influence him to become the evil guy? Like there are two ways that this could go. Like for in my case, I understood that I was the bad guy, and my sister was always doing the right thing, and my dad stood by my side just because I'm not uh, feeling depressed. When growing up, when kids shouldn't feel like they are being cornered by everyone in the house. They should have that independence, have their own space. So my dad stood by my side just to give me that space, and I understood that as I grew up. But and I understood my dad didn't stand by my side just to protect me, protect my evilness all the time. No, that's not the thing. He stood by my side to give me that space, the breathing space, so I could just, grow up normally, and eventually realize that who did the mistake and how to be good. And I realized. But what if this could go other way? Like I stood by someone's side, and if he didn't realize that I'm just standing by his side just to give him the space. If he didn't realize that, the entire point is done. He will do even more bad things. I don't know how to balance that. How do you balance, like, if you don't stand by your kid's side, your kid will think you are not being a good dad, and your kid will be scared of you, and you're making him. I don't want him feel that as well. I want him to be like a guy who believes that his dad will always be there for him, just how my dad was and will be for me. So I just wanted to uh, to do that for my kids. I'm just figuring out before these, like I need to, like, once I get my once I get my degree and like my job, before getting married, I need to think deeply about this, because like once I get married, like I can't think. There's no time to think. I need to think deeply about like how to be a good dad figure. Being a dad is not easy, man. Being a dad is actually harder than I think. My dad seemed like made it look so easy, but it's not that easy. Because like being a dad is number one is the your for your kid you are his first world. Like before him getting his friends, you are the only known person he trusts. Number one, so you cannot you cannot be angry towards him, and you cannot support him when he you cannot give too much space and also not give any space. You have to balance that, and you have to be kind, polite, uh, slow, subtle. You know, kids they don't talk they don't talk much sense like adults. They talk nonsense a lot of times, and they take their own time to explain things, and you can't expect a child to be in your mentality. Just become a child again and just become slow. That's I think that's when you actually slow down. You actually slow down when you are not you when you're not an adult. When you become an adult, you don't become a boomer. Your mental health processing doesn't slow down automatically. It actually is sped up, but it slows down once you have a child, and you have to match the pace with him. You have to match the pace. You can't be fast and you expect your child to catch up to you. You have to slow yourself down and become a kid and ask him things, and it's so hard, man. So hard. But that's how it is, right? Wait, bro. Wait. I just want to see the first shot accuracy in this. So technically, I'm first shot accuracy in this, right? I'm first shotting, like ADSing this. I'm not. The bullet shouldn't hit the ramp. I mean the stair. I mean the floor. Let's see what happens. It did. So what's the point? You have to understand this, guys. Oh, I don't know how am I gonna manage it. Too much to think now. Oh, well. Oh, really getting tired, man. Oh, just the thought of it is making me tired. Oh, Jesus, because like I just want my kid to be the best in everything. Like I just want to be proud of him, not like yeah, like the way my dad is proud of me is not when I'm actually just winning and winning and winning and winning. If I keep on winning, my dad wouldn't be proud of me. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but like those times when I lost and I thought, okay, the world is gonna end, everything is against me, and I somehow still come up and make my life better and better and survive, that's when I actually make him proud. And I want that kind of kid to me, to be fair. I want that kind of kid somehow. I'm I don't want to be strict with him. I just want to be the guy who is lenient, who is trying to get him entire world, who the dad who loves to give the entire world to his child, but he can't, kind of thing. But I am capable, but I can't. Somehow I have to. Somehow. You know what? You know what? Actually, I can actually manipulate that. I can manipulate it. Like unless I'm living in America, like I'm gonna live in America, but like unless it's actually hard. It's actually a debatable question. Should I if once I get my job, like should I give birth? I mean, I'm not giving birth. Should my partner give birth in America or India? Because I can make him Indian or American if I want to. People say America easily because that's the way to go, but mm, arguable. I don't know. I don't know. Like, mm, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe like you know what? I'm gonna give birth to like two kids. One in America, one in India, and the first kid is gonna be in India. I want an Indian kid, and the second kid is gonna be in America, and the first kid who is going to be the brother, I mean the brother or sister or whatever, the yeah, elder one is gonna take care of his younger brother, younger sister. Um, I think that's the way to do it. I think that's the way. Like if I can't be more responsible, be more all that kind of guy, you expect someone else to be in that situation. And what else is better than having a brother or sister? You know, whenever I feel bad, I call my sister and I always I cry. I if I feel like crying, I cry to her. She because there is no one else better in this world than you know it than your siblings and your mom dad. There's no one else better than that. But your mom dad is always worried about you because they don't want you crying. But your sister or brother, he knows exactly what kind of thing you're going through from your perspective, and there she's not worried about outside of your thoughts. She's only worried about what you are going through and how you can make it better. So there's no like I think that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. I don't know, maybe it's too early to talk about it now. It's too early because I'm not ready for it. I'm actually like not at all ready, man. Like yeah. Yeah, people say like like yeah, getting married is fun and all. Like having a partner. To be frank, to be open as an adult, having sex is actually fun. But like, come on, like having a family is not easy as you think. It's not easy at all. Having a partner just for fun is different. That's different. Being a dad, having a family, running a family is too difficult. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. It's not easy. There's so much so much things you have to sacrifice as a character, mentally and physically, and you have to change yourself to adapt yourself to what, like you have to think outside the box. What kind of situation your family is in, and what kind of a place your family is located in, and actually think about what best suits your family. If you are in a well-to-do environment, then you have to behave as if you are well-to-do. You're in a urban area, like a rural area, then you have to behave as if you belong there. You can't be the one family that's so capable of doing everything in that rural area, and you can't expect your child to be the best people, to have the best character. They will have the biggest ego then. If you are, let's say, you're in a live in a rural area, and everyone's like everyone's financial status is like average, and yours is way higher than them, and if you are exposing that to your family to that, then your child or your children are gonna have the biggest ego ever. They're gonna be like the biggest annoying people ever. Similarly, if you are in a city, urban area, and are you're living actually like a tighter life where it's financially tight and everything, you're living that kind of life, you're exposing your child to have the biggest inferiority complex. They're gonna be um how do you say that, mentally aching, like what, how do you say that, um what's the term, um what's the term when they, let's say, a child wants a chocolate, but eventually he just goes to a store and asks for the chocolate, but he doesn't have enough money, but he just looks at the chocolate for few minutes as if like, if I had the money I would have gotten it. What's the term, how do you describe that stare, that kind of a kid who is like mentally aching, that he's not ready. His life is miserable. His life is not full enough. I don't want them to go through that. That's too much. That's too much, that's too much. But it's not as bad as being in the other side, the rural area with money. That's worse. So just balance both of that. I'm just I don't know. I'm actually so I'm actually so anxious about what's gonna happen, what kind of kid I'm gonna get, how his character is gonna become. It totally depends on me. It's not genetic. Characters like don't are not purely genetic. It's acquired. A lot of them is acquired. So I'm actually so anxious about how it's gonna turn up because like eventually, uh, it's a lot far ahead. I'm thinking too far ahead. Like in my older days, I'm just gonna look at him as if like he is my proud son. I just want to bring him like that. First of all, I'm not gonna give expose him to technology at all. Like too much of technology is not good. Social media technology these days, too much, it's not good. But like you can expose him to technology, but in a different way. Like if you say, if you give him a smartphone and tell him that this is an iPhone and this is how it works, he's gonna obviously get addicted to that phone and become like a social media addict, whatever. Like, but like you can say how a smartphone works theoretically instead of giving the physical product. You say smartphone is something that does things smartly which a normal phone can't do. But more than that, smartphones are smarter because they are not just a singular compartments, but a mix up of a lot of other aspects of technology put up into one smaller, sm- I can't even speak, form factor, like a camera. Take a DSLR, smaller version of DSLR in your pocket is actually what a smartphone is. Take a phone, smaller version of phone in your pocket is actually what a smartphone is. Um, what else? A speaker. You can say a speaker. Back in the days, we used to have speakers, but now your smartphone can be a speaker. Um, what else? Your health monitoring app, everything. A lot of things that it does. A lot of other things it does, like a flashlight, torchlight. It can do that. Um, what else? Like other than like I'm not saying about software. Software is another huge thing that the smartphone excels. But other than software, hardware wise, it is still like a beast of a smartly packed phone that's smart enough to be considered a multiple, purpose. Mm, yeah. So you can expose your kid to technology, but in a different way. Like you can tell him what is social media, what social media is, but in a different way. Instead of showing him, you tell him. You tell him this is social media. This is how it works. This is how social media turns people into. You explain him theoretically. Yeah, it seems too boring, too nerdy, but that's better way of teaching a kid rather than exposing him to everything, right? Because like instead of not showing it all, like for example, this is the same technology in social media has become same as porn, what porn was back in the day. Like you tell someone like, although we as the 90s kids, we don't watch or we never watch those kind of stuff. I'm saying it as like a commoner. Like if the more you hide, the more you hide what sex is from a kid, the more you're exposing one, the more he wants to learn it himself. He wants to, instead of learning in a better way, he learns it in a worse way, by actually like they're like being honest, a kid who knew what sex is but have no idea how what it is. If you don't teach him enough sexual education, he can he can do some wrong things. He can do find it by doing it. Being honestly, that's being honest. Or otherwise, he can actually watch some things that is not meant to be. watched for a kid and learn about it, talk things dirty, like talk dirty and, bad stuff, talk bad stuff and learn about it. But that it could have been better, but if you just educated him medically, like scientifically, like how it happens, why it happens, how you do, why you do, and like to the core, not hiding anything. Without hiding anything, to the core, you explain it to him scientifically, and he learns it, and eventually, even in the future, even if his friends or someone forces him to watch stuff, he doesn't do that mistake. He doesn't do that. It happened to me. It happened to me when I was in my not the high school, when I was in my pre-high school, in my 10th, yeah. I was in I was I went to one of my friends' house one day, and like they were like actually, I'm actually saying this, but they did what gays do. That's the first time I thought I'm learning about porn. What I didn't know that existed before that. That's the first time and like my friend, he didn't even give me an advance notice on what he's gonna show me. He just showed me some video in his phone, and I was like, when I saw that, when I saw that, it was like it made my mind. I wanted to vomit. Like it made me like the my gag reflex, like I started becoming dizzy and tired, and my I wanted to vomit. And eventually, what they there were like three friends. We were like three people there, and we were watching. And he's I didn't even watch the entire thing. I just watched it 1 second. I still remember that image in my face, bro. It's like it was like a big scar. It's like it scarred me deeply, and I was like, okay. I watched it for 1 second. And I was like, nah, I'm done. I'm not gonna watch it again. I gave him his phone, and I was like, leave me alone. And what they did was they eventually went into a room and did what gays do, had gay sex. Actually, eventually they had gay sex, and they wanted to do, including with me. They wanted to indulge me into that. They called me, and they were like trying to force me to remove my pants and remove my shirts. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Leave me alone. And I was like, they were like, no, come on, it's for fun. Come on. And like I was like, no, 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 leave me alone, leave me alone. And they were both like scaring me. I was like, no, please don't do this, don't do this. I was like, it's not like a sexual abuse, but like it wasn't that much pressure there. There wasn't that much pressure, but like they forced me a little bit to remove my pants, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Leave me alone. No, don't even come near me. I blocked myself, and eventually they put a condition like, if you want to stay in my room, you have to undress. Otherwise, just get out and go to the living room, and you can just watch. There's a TV. You can watch some television shows or anything. I was like, I thought about it. I thought, okay, there's nothing. There's nothing. What are they gonna do? They're gonna do something that I have never seen, and I don't want to see that. So I was like, leave me alone. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. You can do it whatever you want. Leave me alone. I was like, I came out. I was watching the entire thing. I heard sounds. Even those scarred me a lot. Those like made me weird. Like, cause like it's not because of gay sex. They were not gays. They're not gays. They're normal guys. They're actually heterosexual. They're like I think they're mad. They even have girlfriends now. I don't even know. I was like, I'm not even in touch with them, but this happened. For one time they did, but like it's like it's not even because of those two were guys and they were trying to do something that I'm not liking at that point in time or any point in time. I'm not gonna like, but it was weird. It was like, why should I? Why should I? Why should I? I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Yeah, it's not like I didn't know like we're gonna see some dirty movies, but like, up until that point, to me, seeing two people kiss is dirty enough for me. So we thought, okay, we're gonna see some movies where Hollywood movies where people kiss each other and that's it. But then he showed me some weird stuff over there that made me gag reflex, and that was the worst day ever. That was the worst day, and we had exams. We had exams in the afternoon. Funny enough, ah, I still remember. Like, I was so innocent. I didn't even know. Like, after things happened, those two guys they came out, and one of them was like vomiting. Okay, I'm gonna actually stop streaming. Okay, I'm gonna be streaming later. Bye.